Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK today. I hope you all are doing very well, and today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 25th of April 2024. Let's start with our session. The very first question is, recently which country has tested the Pyongyang-1-2 anti-aircraft missile? This is the country North Korea. North Korea announced the testing of the Pyongyang-1-2 anti-aircraft along with Vesal-1 Ra-3 super large strategic cruise missiles in the West Sea of Korea. Okay, and this test escalated the tensions between South Korea and the USA. Talking about Vesal-1 Ra-3, it is capable of carrying the nuclear warheads which underwent a power test, and this follows a February 2024 test, and it adds to the recent missile test including a solid fuel hypersonic missile which heightens the regional tension obviously. Okay, so North Korea has tested the Pyongyang-1-2 anti-aircraft missile. You can be simply asked the Pyongyang-1-2 anti-aircraft missile or the Vesal-1 Ra-3 super large strategic cruise missiles belongs to which country? Your answer would be North Korea. Okay. Now in the next slide we will have a look at some international current affairs. The first question is, India recently signed an agreement with which country to operate a large research hub in New Delhi? So the Higher School of Economics in the country Russia and the University of Delhi signed a strategic cooperation agreement by which they are establishing a joint research hub, and New Delhi hosted the Indo-Russian Education Summit. Okay, it is a kind of landmark event in the bilateral relations of both the countries, with 60 Russian universities participating from various regions. And basic purpose of this summit was to enhance educational ties and foster collaboration between India and Russia. It definitely marks a significant milestone in their partnership, right? So India has signed this agreement with Russia to operate a large research hub in New Delhi. Recently, which country became the 38th country to join the Artemis Accord? This is the country Sweden. Sweden is the 38th country that has joined the Artemis Accord. You have to tell me, is India a signatory to Artemis Accord or not? Please write your answer in the comment section. Also, you have to tell me, Sweden is which number of country to join the NATO? NATO stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Headquarters of NATO lies in Brussels, Belgium. Ahmed Abdullah Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah recently became the new Prime Minister of which country? He is the new Prime Minister of Kuwait country, right? Bijarni Benediktsson recently became the new Prime Minister of which country? He is the new Prime Minister of Iceland. Mount Ruang recently seen in the news is located in which country? Mount Ruang lies in Indonesia. Yesterday I asked you about Mount Etna, so answer is Italy. Mount Etna lies in the country Italy. Okay. Recently, who has been appointed as the Director General of the National Security Guard? Here correct answer would be Nalin Prabhat, that is D option, who is a senior IPS officer, and he has been named as the Director General of India's National Security Guard, and NSG is responsible for counter-terrorism and counter-hijack operations, right? Also, he served as Additional Director General of CRPF in Jammu and Kashmir, and he belongs to the 1992 IPS batch of Andhra Pradesh cadre. He is appointed by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet until 31st of August 2028, and he has succeeded Mr. Daljit Singh Chaudhary. Okay, this is an important question, that whom he is succeeding. Answer is Mr. Daljit Singh Chaudhary, and Daljit Singh Chaudhary held additional charge of NHC. Okay, so here correct answer is Nalin Prabhat. Nalin Prabhat has been appointed as the Director General of the National Security Guard. In the next slide, we will see some of the important and the recent appointments. Recently, who has been appointed as the next Chief of the Naval Staff? This is Admiral Dinesh Kumar Tripathi. Admiral Dinesh Kumar Tripathi is the next Chief of Naval Staff. Recently, who has been appointed as the Joint Director in the CBI, that is Central Bureau of Investigation? Answer would be Mr. Anurag Kumar. Recently, who has been reappointed as the Managing Director of the IMF for a new 5-year term. This is again Kristalina Georgieva. Okay, she is a new MD, or you can say she has been reappointed as the MD of IMF for a new 5-year term. Okay, headquarters of IMF lies in Washington DC. Recently, who has been appointed as the first woman High Commissioner to India by Britain? This is Lindy Cameron. Okay, Lindy Cameron is the first woman High Commissioner to India by Britain. Who has been appointed as the head of global airport operations at Air India recently? Answer would be Mr. Jairam Shanmugam. Fine, he is the new head of the global airport operations at Air India. Okay, which ministry recently released the national curriculum for early childhood care and education 2024 titled as Aadhar Shila? Here answer would be Ministry of Women and Child Development. So Ministry of Women and Child Development has launched the national curriculum for early childhood care and education, the name of which is Aadhar Shila, and it aligns with the National Education Policy 2020. So this is a kind of 48 weeks curriculum, and it caters to the child who are aged between 3 to 6 in the Anganwadis, and it was developed by a committee including various ministries, NCERT and civil society organizations. Basic emphasis is on foundational learning. Okay, so Ministry of Women and Child Development has released the national curriculum for early childhood care and education, the name of which is Aadhar Shila. Who is our Minister for Women and Child Development? This is Smriti Irani ji. Okay, now let's talk about some of the important ministries that were in news. Recently, which ministry organized the conference titled as India's Progressive Path in the Administration of Criminal Justice System? This conference was organized by Ministry of Law and Justice. Recently, which ministry launched the MyCGHS application for iOS ecosystem of devices? This is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. REC Limited recently won the Scotch ESG Award 2024, comes under which ministry? So REC Limited has won this award recently, and it works under Ministry of Power. Okay. Recently, which ministry has drafted the model rules for childbirth registration? This is Ministry of Home Affairs. Special Olympics Bharat, recently seen in the news, is a national sports federation recognized by which ministry? Answer would be Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Okay. The next question is, which Indian state topped in electronic exports in financial year 2023 to 2024? This is Tamil Nadu state. Tamil Nadu is the top state for electronic exports in India for the financial year 2023 to 24, and they have a record-breaking data of $9.56 billion in terms of export. So this accounts for 30% of all electronic goods that were exported from India in the year 2024. Also, Tamil Nadu exports a variety of electronic goods like hardware, leather goods, textiles and automobiles. Okay, so Tamil Nadu stands at topmost position in terms of electronic exports in financial year 24. Now let's see some of the important states that were in news. Recently, which state holds the topmost position among Indian states for economic complexity? Here correct answer is Tamil Nadu. In terms of economic complexity, Tamil Nadu is at the topmost position. According to Airports Council International, that is ACI, which airport has been named among the world's top 10 busiest airports for 2023? This is Indira Gandhi International Airport that lies in Delhi. Okay, it has been named among the world's top 10 busiest airport and its rank was 10th position. Sing Khilang Festival, recently seen in the news, is celebrated in which Indian state? This is the festival of Meghalaya. Okay, you have to tell me Bathukamma festival is celebrated in which Indian state? Recently, a state-of-the-art submersible platform for acoustic characterization and evaluation, that is SPACE, was inaugurated in which Indian state? It was inaugurated in Kerala. Hakki Pikki tribe, recently seen in the news, is predominantly found in which Indian state? This tribe is found in the state of Karnataka. Okay. Which city's airport has won the prestigious Best Airport Staff in India and South Asia 2024 award by the Skytrax? So this is GHIAL. What is it? GMR Hyderabad International Airport Limited. They have won the Best Airport Staff in India and South Asia 2024 award that is given by Skytrax at the Passenger Terminal Expo 2024 that took place in Germany. Okay, so this highlights the staff's exceptional service quality in across various fronts, which is recognized by their attitude, friendliness and efficiency, and it underscores their dedication in enhancing the overall passenger experience, covering the roles from customer help to security and the food services. Okay, so Hyderabad Airport has won the prestigious Best Airport Staff in India and South Asia award, and it is given by Skytrax. In the next slide, we will see some of the important winners that came into news. The first one is, recently who won the National Women's Carom title for the 12th time? Here answer would be Rashmi Kumari. She has won the National Women's Carom title for the 12th time. Jonathan Christie, who recently won his first Asian Badminton Championship, belongs to which country? Jonathan Christie plays for Indonesia, and recently he won his first or very first Asian Badminton Championship. Recently who won the F1 Japanese Grand Prix 2024? Answer is Max Verstappen. Who won the 56th National Kho-Kho Championships 2023-24? This championship was won by Maharashtra team. Who won the women's singles title at the WTT FIDE Beirut 2 2024 that took place in Beirut, Lebanon? So venue of this event was Beirut, Lebanon, and the winner of this event was Shrija Akula. Okay. Next is the Global Financial Stability Report, recently released by which organization? This report is released by International Monetary Fund, and they have recently released their latest Global Financial Stability Report, which is a kind of biannual assessment that evaluates the stability of the global financial markets and emerging market financing. So it is published in April and October, and the report scrutinizes current financial conditions where they highlight some potential risk like imbalances in the financial and the structural realm. Basic purpose is to address the threats to the global financial stability and examine the access to financing for emerging market nation, right? So this report is released by International Monetary Fund. Headquarters lies in Washington DC. Headquarters of World Bank also lies in Washington DC. Headquarters of World Trade Organization lies in Geneva, Switzerland, and the headquarters of WHO also lies in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay. Talking about some of the important reports that came into news. The first one is, according to the recent report, what percentage of cultivable land in India is reported to have acidic soil? So a recent report reveals that more than 30% of cultivable land in India suffers from acidic soil, which hampers the plant growth. Okay, acidification is a kind of process where the soil pH declines over time, and it is exaggerated by agricultural activities affecting both surface and the subsoil. So acidic soils are prevalent in the humid southwestern, northeastern and the Himalayan regions, and contributing factors are excessive ammonium based nitrogen fertilizers, leaching of nitrate hydrogen, and the removal of alkaline plant materials during harvesting. Okay, so as per a recent report, 30% of cultivable land in India is reported to have acidic soil. According to UNCTAD report, what is the estimated growth rate of India's economy in 2024? So as per this report, the estimated growth rate of India's economy is 6.5% in 2024. UNCTAD stands for United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. State of World Population 2024 report, recently released by which organization? It is released by UNFPA, United Nations Population Fund. According to the recent Asian Development Bank report, what is the expected growth rate of the Indian economy in 2024 to 25? So as per the ADB report, the expected growth rate of Indian economy is 7% in this time period. Headquarters of ADB lies in Philippines. Clean Energy Transitions Program Annual Report 2023, recently released by which government agency? This report has been released by International Energy Agency. Okay. Next is, which company recently introduced its most capable large language model named as Llama 3? This is Meta. Recently, Meta has unveiled their Meta Llama 3, which is the latest addition to their large language model lineup. So Llama series was launched in February 2023, and it features the most advanced AI capabilities, and It is built on the Llama 2 architecture. It offers the models with 8B and 70B parameters, including the instruction-tuned versions for specialized tasks like AI chatbot. So it boasts nearly 8,000 token context length, and it is integrated into platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp, and it is accessible via the Hugging Face ecosystem. Okay, so recently Meta has introduced their most capable LLM named as Llama 3. Now here our keyword is company, and in the next slide we will have a look at some of the important companies that came into news. Recently, which company has become the third largest silver producer globally? This is Hindustan Zinc Limited. It is the third largest silver producer globally. Bharat Earth Movers Limited has recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which company to jointly develop an indigenous train control management system? Answer would be BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited. Bharat Earth Movers Limited has signed this MOU with BEL so that they can jointly develop an indigenous train control management system. SEMA, which is a kind of AI gaming agent, recently developed by which one of the following companies? SEMA belongs to Google, and it is an artificial intelligence gaming agent. Atal Innovation Mission recently collaborated with which company to establish frontier technology labs in the schools? Atal Innovation Mission has collaborated with Meta so as to establish frontier technology labs in the schools. Recently, which company became the first Indian company to surpass 20 lakh crore rupees in market capitalization? This is very famous Reliance Industries. Recently, it became the very first Indian company that has surpassed 20 lakh crore rupees in market capitalization. What is the theme of World Earth Day 2024? First of all, this day is celebrated every year on 22nd of April to demonstrate the support for environmental protection, and this year the theme is planets versus plastic, and this theme highlights the urgent need to address the plastic pollution. Basically, this day calls for a 60% reduction in plastic production by the end of 2040 for planetary health. And the Earth Day responds to environmental degradation. So two things are important. We celebrate the World Earth Day on 22nd of April, and this year the theme is planet versus the plastics. Also, you have to tell me before 1 month, that is on 22nd of March, which important day is celebrated. Please write your answer in the comments if you remember. Now in the next slide we will see some of the important days and themes. The first question is, which day is celebrated as the National Civil Service Day every year? So this day is celebrated every year on 21st of April to honor the civil servants, and it commemorates the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's 1947 address to the probationary officers, calling them the steel frame of India, right? And the day involves recognizing and motivating the civil servants, evaluating the departmental performance, and presenting the awards for excellence in public administration, reaffirming their commitment to serve the citizens. Okay, so National Civil Service Day is celebrated on 21st of April. Which day is celebrated as the World Hemophilia Day every year? Answer is 17th of April. Which day is celebrated as the World Art Day every year? Answer is 15th of April. Which day is celebrated as International Day of Conscience every year? This day is observed every year on 5th of April. Which day is celebrated as the World Theatre Day every year? Answer is 27th of March. Okay. Recently, which region of India is being considered for the prestigious World Craft City title by the World Crafts Council International? Answer would be Srinagar city. The World Craft Council International has identified the Srinagar city as a potential candidate for the World Craft City designation from India this year. And talking about the WCCI, it is a Kuwait-based non-profit organization that promotes the fellowship, economic development and exchange program. Okay, so they have inspected several clusters where artisans are working on the local craft like pashmina shawls, carpets and the artifacts. Okay, so Srinagar is being considered as the prestigious World Craft City title that is given by World Craft Council International. In the next slide, we will see some of the important titles that are in news. The first one is, recently who clinched the 2024 Miami Open men's doubles title at the Hard Rock Stadium in Florida, USA? Here answer would be Rohan Bopanna along with Matthew Abden. You have to tell me Matthew Abden belongs to which country. Which player won WTT FIDE Beirut Table Tennis 2024 title? This title was given to G. Sathiyan. Kristina Pliskova, who recently won the Miss World 2024 title, belongs to which country? Who is the winner of Miss World 2024 this year? Answer is Kristina Pliskova, and she is from Czech Republic. Recently, which players have clinched their second French Open men's doubles badminton title? Answer would be Satvik Siraj, Ranki Reddy along with Chirag Shetty. Recently, which bank has clinched the title of Best Technology Bank of the Year award? This title was given to South Indian Bank. Fine. Last question is, recently who received the Asunta Lakra award? Answer would be Deepika Soring, that is A option. She is honored with the Hockey India Asunta Lakra award for the upcoming player in 2023, and she expressed gratitude to the Hockey India. So she made her debut at the Women's Junior Asia Cup and she scored 7 goals in total 6 matches. With this, she secured the gold medal for India. Right? And Deepika's presence in international tournaments contributed to significant victories for India. Also, she played a crucial role in India's silver medal at the Fitch Women's Hockey 5S World Cup Oman 2024, where she earned the Young Player of the Tournament title with overall 9 goals. Okay, so only thing you have to remember is Deepika Soring has received the Asunta Lakra award. Now here our keyword is award, and in the next slide let's have a look at some of the important awards and honors. The first one is, recently who has been selected for the Malcolm Adisesha Award 2023? Yesterday we have talked about this question. Your answer would be Utsa Patnaik. Okay. Recently who has become the first Indian monk to be honored with the American President's Gold Volunteer Service Award? Here answer is Acharya Lokesh Muni. He is the very first Indian monk who has been honored with the American President's Gold Volunteer Service Award. Recently, who were named the Women's and the Men's Player of the Year respectively at the 6th Annual Hockey India Awards? Talking about Women's Player of the Year award, it was given to Salima Tete. Okay, and if you talk about the Men's Player of the Year award, it is given to Hardik Singh. Fine. Recently, who won the first Global Inequality Research Awards 2024? Answer is the Beena Agarwal and the James Boyce. Both of these persons have shared the Global Inequality Research Award. Recently, who was awarded the 15th CIDC Vishwakarma Award 2024 for Corporate Social Responsibility Contribution? Answer is SJVN Limited. What is the full form? Sutlej Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. Okay. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Satsana signing off.